last year with the TR-7 we made some pretty major outline changes, and this proved to give us a good effect, increase the range of the sails, and left lengths got shorter, chord lengths got wider. So this year for the TR-8, it's been really good to get the opportunity to go through all the sails with what we've learned from the past season of racing, and further refine them in the way that in the profile shape distribution, and also in the way they twist, to make like the next big step in range and efficiency of the sails. So in order to improve the release in the upper leach of the sail, we found we needed to stiffen the patch reinforcements in the upper left sleeve, and this allowed us to flatten that area and get a very progressive leach twist which extends right to the head of the sail. So like when the sail's correctly rigged, you look down the leach, or when you're on the water, it's just a nice straight even progressive twisting, and that responds very well in the wind. We found that there was a nice balance between having enough leach tension to give you optimum low and mid-range power and efficiency, but also enough looseness that it releases excessive wind when you're overpowered and really wound up, like such as PWA racing conditions usually are in the gusts. So there's a fine line. You can make it too open and lose some low end power, or you make it too tight and then it feels heavy on the high end. So we aimed for that perfect balance where it feels light in the hands even when you're really overpowered, but still has just enough tension to give you that optimum power and efficiency in the low and mid range as well. So we did increase the cam pressure and the amount of shape in the lower body of the sail for TR-8, and this has basically just given us a more stable profile. So through variable wind conditions and strong gusts, your draft position stays nice and locked and balanced, and just make the sail very stable. And the cam rotation, we made sure that we have really easy cam rotation despite having more pressure on the cams. Just the perfect combination of the right amount of sleeve tension and a nice snug sleeve fit, but enough slack in there to facilitate the rotation. So you'll find they're going around the marks, getting out of the jibes. You won't have any hang-ups waiting for your cams to come around. Everything's fluid and smooth. So as has always been important, the nice handling features of the TR sails. So that continues this year. And as we go through the entire sail range from 4.7 all the way up to 12 meter, we pay careful attention to the overall rig tension. We actually use a strain gauge to measure the tension at the downhaul pulley for all the sizes. So when we're refining the profiles and the luff curves and the shaping, we pay really careful attention to not only the feel that you get on the water, but also relating that to actual, quantitative data that we receive from the measurements. So as we go through the size range, we found that some of our larger sizes needed a little bit more attention, especially talking about formula sizes and maybe some of the larger slalom sizes. So we added, in adding additional profile shape to the bottom of the sails, we also added overall tension proportionally more in the larger slalom and formula sizes to give them the sufficient stability that is required to support such a large surface area sail. So yeah, if you end up trying an 8.4, 9.2 or a formula sail, you'll be very happy this year.